Robotic single-port cholecystectomy with intraoperative cholangiogram by Drs. Mazpuli, Petrak, and Early. The Da Vinci single-port system was first brought to market in 2018 with usage mostly in urologic procedures. The FDA then expanded indications for this system in December of 2025 to include operations like cholecystectomy and appendectomies. We have found at our institution that the single port system preserves excellent ergonomics and proper triangulation within a single incision, usually 2 to 3 centimeters in length. Performing a single port or multi port robotic cholecystectomy in conjunction with an intraoperative cholangiogram can add substantial operative time, however. Our aim in this published video is to show the feasibility of incorporating an intraoperative cholangiogram without an additional incision or substantial operative time. Our patient is a 29-year-old male with no past medical or surgical history who came through the emergency department overnight with diagnosis of acute cholecystitis. He had a right upper quadrant ultrasound notable for cholelithiasis and a dilated CBD to 7 millimeters. On labs, noted to be hyperbilirubinemic with a cholestatic pattern of obstruction, and underwent an MRCP overnight, which was negative for a filling defect. Despite this negative study, the patient's total bilirubin remained greater than 3, and after discussion, we elected to proceed with single-port robotic cholecystectomy with intraoperative cholangiogram. Access was achieved using a 2.5 centimeter vertical incision directly through the umbilicus, followed by the insertion of the single-port globe. Then it's our preference to perform a bilateral tap block under direct vision. We typically perform this procedure using a hook cautery within the right hand and on the left a Caudier grasper and either a force bipolar or the round tooth retractor to elevate the gallbladder. Indocyanide green was given preoperatively, and here you'll see we've established a critical view of safety. In order to begin the cholangiogram, the Caudier is swapped for a loaded large clip applier, which is then also used as a grasper. This then continues similar to that on the multiport. However, while the bile is being gently milked retrograde to clear the duct of stones and sludge, the assistant is threading the catheter through this assistant channel into the globe without the use of an instrument. We prefer the top-facing assistant port as the angle created from the side holes on the globe made directing the catheter challenging at times. Once the catheter is placed into the cystic duct, we confirm no extravasation by power flushing saline, followed by a distal hemalock clip to capture our cholangiogram, which in this case was negative 4 stones. While gently grasping the cystic duct, the catheter is then removed. Additional hemalock clips are placed on the critical structures, which are then cut, and the dissection continues in standard fashion. Of note, we generally reload the previously placed hemalock clips inside the abdomen, which saves the added cost of opening an additional clip applier. The procedure is concluded by removing the access port and SP globe and fascial incision closed using Ovicryl in a running fashion. The patient was discharged from PACU to home.